to the dump right there. Good morning. It's Friday morning, and we are going down here to do that job that I looked at yesterday. So yeah, that's gravy, baby. So Zach's on his way. I got the other truck ready with a dump trailer. Not sure that we're even going to need the dump trailer. There's so many things that you can get into down here in this kind of environment that well, it's just a lot, man. And there's so many ways to make money if you got the equipment. You know, for instance, I mean, for me, I can literally go down here with my dump trailer and I can load up oak trees until the chickens come home on my dump trailer. And I could actually run back and forth to the bamboo site, to Griffin, and get firewood. I mean, you could literally make a lot of money doing firewood, and you might even be able to get money on the other end, but you would have to do it in high volume. You had to spend a day just going to Griffin, cutting the logs off with the Bobcat, and since I'm already down here on another job making thousands, then you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways to make money if you're already there. Like today, I'm probably not gonna do it because, well, I don't do firewood anymore. But like for instance, today, me and Zach could be down here, you know, doing this tree work and getting those two trees up. But then when we come home, I can load my dump trailer up with big oak logs. I mean, you know, I'm talking about 12-foot pieces. We could fill the dump trailer up with, I'm not talking about, you know, logs like that. I'm talking about half trees, and lay them in that dump trailer and fill that up and actually go sell that. I have been known to be on a tree job, and I got a video somewhere where I showed y'all that, where I was cleaning up a bunch of trees, and I loaded the dump trailer up, and a dude gave me $450 for the raw logs, just the logs that were on my dump trailer. So there's a lot of ways you can make money if you got a skid steer on a job, and a dump trailer. Now, logistically, it would be ugly because you have to go back and forth to Griffin, to Sharpsburg. So you would have to really do a lot. You had to spend the whole day. You had to make about 5 or 6 trips to make it where you would have, you know, I don't know, $8,000, $10,000 worth of wood, but you would still have to split it, and you would still have to cut it and split it, and you couldn't get your money right now. You'd have to let the wood would have to sit and season. So, yeah. I'm trying to tell you the things I used to do before I got a Bobcat. And some of the things that I would do, like, especially if I'm doing nothing else, you know, I would have come down here with my dump trailer, and I would have pulled up to one of these big churches where all these trees are falling, and I would have cut logs and loaded them on the dump trailer. I have been known and done it many times, hand load logs onto the dump trailer from big properties that I might have been working on or whatever, to get firewood to the house. You know, a lot of the big properties that I was doing back then, I don't do now. You know, either they died, they moved, they fired me, or they sold the property or whatever. So once I saw a couple of my key properties get sold, or I lose the work over there as far as the lawn, you know, I had a 400-acre site right here that I was doing that I was just doing the lawn, and I got video of me over there, you know. But the lawn was only, you know, the driveway size and right around the house. But he had 450 acres, and our deal was that I could get all the trees I wanted that were down, and you know, and as a part of our deal for me to do the lawn for a certain number. And so I did that for years. I take my four-wheeler, I bought a four-wheeler behind it. I spent, you know, $1,000 on a four-wheeler, and I used to take my four-wheeler over there, and I'd pull logs out of the woods with the four-wheeler, pull them all the way up to the dump trailer, and then load the dump trailer up, cut them into 20-inch logs, and then roll them up on the dump trailer, and then leave my four-wheeler over there, go home, dump it, and come back and do it again and again and again. So there's money out here, y'all. You just gotta use your brain a little bit to get it, and of course, when you're doing firewood, you're gonna use more than your brain. It's very hard, labor-intensive work. But you know, me knowing all that and me going through those experiences before the Bobcat and before the man lived, that's how I know so much about this. You know, so when people say, you know, there ain't no work, or you know, you can find work, you just have to weigh whether you want to do that work versus what it's going to cost you. See, there wasn't no work for me in September, October, right? There wasn't no Bobcat work, and there wasn't no mowing because it was so dry. And I quit doing firewood because, well, I lost access to the big properties. And so after I lost access to the big properties that I was getting wood from, I sold everything that it took to do wood splitting. I had a log splitter, you know, that you would stand beside it, and you know, you could stand it up or down, and you know, I had one of them. I had one for about 10 years. I did firewood every winter. My whole summer was revolving around being able to do firewood. So when people would have me come do trees or whatever, or they'd have a tree fall in their yard, I pick that tree up, manually pick that tree up, no Bobcat, cut it into logs and roll it up on the freaking dump trailer. Done that many times. I quit doing all that right around the time I bought the Bobcat, and right around the time I bought the Bobcat is when I started doing the YouTube. But I got photos and stuff of just some of the stuff that we used to get into before I even had an F-250. But yeah, just want to throw that out there, man. Either use a hustler or you ain't. Either use a G or you ain't. You know, you think I'm gonna sit around and let my bills slide and get behind? So when the mowing season starts, I got to pay all this stuff. You know, contrary to what people believe or think, it doesn't really matter. And it doesn't matter how much money I got in the bank. That does not dictate me generating work. Now, it will make me not get low value work because I know I can hold out, you know. So all work ain't good work. But with that being said, I'm not going to sit on the couch and let, you know, a few $100s here and a few $100s there ride by me if I know I don't have anything more lucrative going on. And I'm grateful and thankful for all the comments that came in, you know, supporting that concept, right? You know, if you're an entrepreneur out here and you're trying to get to the next level, or you're just trying to well, I want to be good at whatever I try to do. I want to be successful at everything that I try. That's not always true, but I'm gonna always do the very best that I possibly can, no matter what. No matter what, it doesn't matter. If I say I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna put everything I got at it. And you know, the wintertime used to really be a challenge for me. The firewood game kind of helped me, you know, get through those winters. you know? It really did. I wasn't really making a lot of money, but I was able to pay my bills and not go in debt or anything. And, you know, just because somebody's got, I don't know, I mean, if I had $500,000 sitting in the bank, I'm still going to work, y'all. I'm not going to wait until I go through that $500,000 to decide, oh, well, now I need to get back to work. You know, I mean, come on, man. That mindset is why people are broke. Now, if I hit the freaking lottery, y'all, and I made them, you know, got millions, I would still be doing something to try to generate more money. It probably wouldn't be this. I'd be doing things more, using the money to make more money, blah, 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 right? So, I'm glad it restores my faith in humanity to see that 99% of the guys, girls watching my channel, they're thinking and they're seeing what I'm going through, you know, that they're seeing what I'm thinking, you know, and they understand, you know, the basic concept. But she agreed on 2K, and the hardest thing that we're gonna do over here is probably get that tree down, you know. But I'll venture to say, let's go on. I'm gonna put a timer on when I get here. I'll venture to say, I know for sure we're gonna be done today. And I want to say that I'll be home on the couch at 3 o'clock eating a sandwich. No, for sure, a lot can go wrong, but yeah, that's my thinking. So I'm gonna put a timer on it, actual time on the job, but you can't just look at that. You got to look at what it took, you know, to get, you know, everything ready. So I spent about an hour last night, you know, loading the Bobcat up. Thank God that you got to always be thinking, because the Bobcat's full of fuel, ready to rock and roll. Everything's been checked on it. I don't have to do anything except crank it up and go. Okay, y'all. So here is the job that we're going to be doing. Y'all see the trees down right here. I'm parked at the church. But what I was saying, you know, on the way down here, you see this tree right here? That tree right there, that is that's great firewood right there. Great firewood. I'll have Zach pull up down there, right on the street side there. And I guess the first thing that we'll put in, I don't really know, but I know that we're gonna have to get the root balls up. Yeah. Well, like I was saying, y'all, you could literally not have a Bobcat or nothing. Hell, you could do it with a pickup truck if you had to. You could literally go in here with it. All you need is a chainsaw and a truck, and borrow Pawpaw's trailer, and you could literally go in here and cut this tree and get, you know, firewood up. And then in the right scenarios, you could actually get paid to get the tree up. Now, without a machine, you're going to catch hell getting all of it, but you could really put a big dent in it, you know, even if you don't have a machine. Just start out here on the ends. I used to do it all the time, man. Now that tree's a little bit big, and it gets very dangerous when you get toward the root ball, because you take a lot of the weight off, that thing's gonna stand up, and nothing will stop it from standing up. So you'll have to, you know, be very careful as you get closer to the root ball. And that tree is big. Now, don't get me wrong, but you don't have to have, you know, $100,000 worth of equipment to that tree. I've cut up many, and if it was in the air, it'd be different. But I've cut up many trees that are on the ground like that, and actually got the wood and sold it for firewood. Been there, done that. I'm not trying to do that anymore, but I can, and you know, that's what's enabled me to be able to, you know, stay busy and to buy the equipment that I have now. You got to evolve as you get older. If you don't, you're going to die. You know. So yeah. All right, y'all, I got to unload the Bobcat. So we got the saws, we got everything ready. We're kind of just doing slow motion here. I'm gonna set you guys up here somewhere out of the way, and then we're gonna going to cut the trees right here, and so I can pick them up, and then maybe Zach can. We're gonna have to cut them quite a bit, but we want to get them fastened, unfastened from the ground, so the Bobcat can pick them up, and we don't pinch a bunch of bars on the chainsaws and shit. So I'm gonna have to set y'all up out of the way somewhere. Y'all see where we're at. This is taking me a lot longer than I thought. Yeah, there's a lot of work. We're gonna be over here for a minute, so we'll probably be back tomorrow too. We got to get this other one down. That's gonna be ugly, man. So I really ain't got time to hardly kick it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna put y'all back here now. This is where all the action is, and I'm gonna cut some of this and throw it on the trailer, and we're gonna have to take some up to the dump. So we're gonna try to get a big load out of here and kind of see what we got going on after that. So yeah, all right, y'all, back to Found Land.
Okay, y'all. So this is one day. Well, day one over here. Tomorrow, what we'll be doing tomorrow is seeding and strawing, and that's it. I don't even really need to bring the Bobcat back over here, but I probably will, because there's another job on West Ellis Road, which ain't far from here, that I'm going to be wanting to go look at. So we won't bring the other truck. We'll bring the Bobcat, and I'm not going to power rake this, and 2 bales of straw and a big bag of seed, y'all. But yeah.
All right, so we got it all dumped. Dump fees, boy, they done went up some, man. I got $160 in dump fees. So tomorrow we'll go back over there and we'll seed and straw it, and that'll be it. So tomorrow, I mean, I could go over there by myself, really. I don't even need Zach to go over there. Or I could just send Zach down there to do that. But we need to get the straw and stuff. So, it did not go as smooth as I thought it would. We got everything down. I don't even know how much footage I got, because the camera was off when I grabbed it. So I don't know if that camera caught us pulling the tree down or not. I don't know. I gotta admit, y'all, I'm hurting a little bit, man. You know, and I ain't no lunch, but I'm cramping up, man. Yeah, it's okay, but boy, I'm cramping up, man. What the hell? Got me a Sammy, and I need to eat something, man. When you get old, y'all, if you get off your routine a little bit, you pay for it, man. You know. I don't really like to eat and have to work. I have, and I will again, but it ain't something that I really do. Normally when I go eat, I'm going home. And I knew that we were going to have to go back tomorrow. Well, the availability of these things was straw. I couldn't get no straw down there nowhere. Seed, I couldn't get no seed down there nowhere. And the job kind of got thrown on me at the last minute, because, well, yesterday, you know, and I didn't put the bid together till last night, and I was over there this morning because, see, it's supposed to rain again, and I don't want it. But I got another job that I need to look at that's down that way, so I'm on the fence whether I'm going to bring the Bobcat out tomorrow or not. That little area right there, we might just have to rake that with a hand rake. That ain't a big deal, man. Because at the end of the day, the Bobcat, that's not enough space to really, you know, maneuver the Bobcat around. I mean, we turned it into a good paying job, and Zach did good, but Zach didn't have to work that hard. I mean, it's not like, you know, but he had to drive the other truck. I couldn't have done it without him, put it that way. I mean, I could have, but it would have taken a lot more resources. I would have had to make, you know, well, I'd have had to take the dump trailer down there and drop it, and then come back and get the Bobcat. I could have done that, but that would not have been the most efficient way. It's worth, you know, whatever I'm paying Zach, so I don't have to do that. The expenses cost me a little bit more. Well, not really more, but more per trip. We got all that out of there in 2 loads. And I know that this morning I was talking about not having to go to the dump. But see, when I got there today, they had, well, code enforcement was out there and was telling me I couldn't dump it. If I'm doing contract work, and she kind of caught me off guard. If I'm doing contract work, they're not gonna let me make a pile out there. Now, then I had another guy come by after we done loaded the second trailer up, come by, and he was telling me, how come y'all hauling it out of here, man? We're going to pick it all up for you. And I'm like, what? But see, in order for me to get paid on that job, I couldn't just pile that stuff out by the road, because my bid included hauling it off. Now, I factored in 3 loads to haul it off at about $60 a load. But what ended up happening is I took 2 loads out of there, and one of them was $98 and the other one was $70. So having the Bobcat on a job like that, that's critical to be able to pick heavy stuff up and put on top, you know. But next week, we're not going to be doing a lot of work next week because the building's getting done on Tuesday and Wednesday. And, you know, or maybe, you know, well, I know they're supposed to be Tuesday, Wednesday, but they may come on Monday, they may come on Thursday. Weather's going to be a factor, I'm sure. So, then I'm going to spend some time, you know, caulking the building and all that. So, yeah, y'all. All right, y'all, it's Sammy time, man. I got to go. Peace out.